Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So, we are here on a Tuesday, which means I'm talking, of course, my inherited movie collection. And today we are looking at the start of box number 11. So there's only one more box sitting over there, which is crazy to think we're getting toward the end of this. But box number 11 is gigantic. Like, it's so big that I normally use these really small, like, card tables for the box to sit on. I had to pull over, like, my footstool for my couch because it's much bigger and bulkier, and it's the only thing that I felt like could hold this other than the ground, but this is just easier. I don't have to bend down as far to pick up the movie. So yeah, it's giant. So I don't know if this is going to be a two-parter or a three-parter. We'll just see as we get through this here. I haven't even opened it up yet to see kind of what the layout is. So no clue what we're dealing with. I just know there's a ton of movies stuffed into this box. And it's going to be a good day. I can tell already. I got the Rams game on in the background here on Playoff Sunday. Got my giant box number 11 next to me. I got my covered water, so I don't have to worry about the dust getting into it. Like, it's a good day. Let's do this, guys. I almost forgot about it, but let's pause for 1 second and talk about the last box, the final numbers on box 10 part 2. So you guys can see in box 10, there was a total of 83 movies, which was my largest box yet, which is kind of what I was guessing going through it because it felt giant. And then I ended up holding on to 51 of the releases. I put one into a binder, and then 31 ended up in the trade pile. So you can see, if you have a keen eye, or remember from the end of the last video, I ended up saving, I think, 4 from the last video, thanks to a mix of your comments and then me just kind of double thinking some things. And so 4 items ended up being saved. So thank you for leaving those comments. I really do appreciate it. If we take a look at the percentages, I think this was the best across the board. Yeah. And so, or second best, I guess. Box number 3 had 63.41% being kept, but box 10B, or 10 part 2, had 61.45 of the titles being kept, with 1.2 going into a binder and 37.35% going into the donate/trade pile. And then you can see the totals there. We are now over 50% kept, so that's awesome. We're closer to like 52, 53% when you combine both the bindered with the kept totals. So really good boxes. And yeah, I'm interested to see what box number 11 part 1 is going to have in store for us. If you are excited about this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to my inherited movie collection, box number 11 part 1. This box is utter chaos. Like, I can tell right from the start here. So I do have oh my gosh, like a bag of thin movies here. Let me try to grab a bunch of these real quick. Okay, so without trying to see too much in the box here, I do have a whole bunch of, like, there's a couple or a few cardboard PC Treasures Inc. and then just a whole bunch of thin cases. Let's go through these first. I'm probably not going to keep any of these. We have classics of the Old West with Neath the Arizona Skies. That one took me a while to read. And then Santa Fe Trail. It looks like a John Wayne and then an Errol Flynn Western. Actually, it looks like they're not both John Wayne. There's John Wayne in the top one and then Errol Flynn in the bottom one. So there's that. I guess there's something in there. Romance Theater. We have Of Human Bondage and Mr. and Mrs. North. And then there's Popeye, because why wouldn't there be? Yeah, that's super random. Let me show you guys the back here just so you can see it. And then the last one looks like horror. We have Whistle Stop and Detour. Oh my God, Detour is such a fantastic movie. But this one is available on the Criterion Collection, and I do own it on Blu-ray on Criterion. I think I've talked about Detour in my 5 Criterion Collection Blu-rays to own, because it is excellent. It's a wonderful film noir that I cannot recommend enough if you like that style of filmmaking. Whistle Stop, I don't know, but it has this creepy little clown on it, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, this is not even opened, which is weird. Yeah, it's not even open, but I don't know. I feel like this will be a good one for Goodwill, so I'll probably just donate that. I'll be honest, most of these are going to go to Goodwill. This is Cartoon Craze. So Gabby and Friends, it's a happy day. So a few episodes of that. We have Mutt and Jeff Slick Sleuths. I don't know anything about these. Lil Abner. Good old Lil Abner. All right. Yep, don't need that one either. Sing-alongs. I'm going to go through these a little bit quicker. Tunerville. That's interesting. See the back there? Kind of an interesting one. Oh, some Betty Boop. Betty Boop and Grampy. These have to be old, like, dollar store ones. And then Hunky Spiky and Molly Moo Cow Picnic Panic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what do we got here? A couple more in bags, a few more out though. White Fang to the rescue. Popeye meets Alibaba's 40 Thieves. All right. And then just a like loose Popeye disc. I'll probably just end up tossing that. And then The Borrowers. Ooh, that's interesting. I have not seen the original Borrowers. Yeah, this is kind of interesting, but honestly, I'm not going to hold on to that. Those will all be ones I send to Goodwill. And then we have Herman and Friends. Little Lulu / Little Audrey's The Lost Dream. That reminds me of like Little Nemo on the NES. And then Popeye meets Sinbad the Sailor. And Felix the Cat and Friends. Oh, I used to love Felix. Neptune nonsense. So, yeah, and that's back to the beginning there. So, yeah, I'm just going to... All of those are going into the donate pile. So let me get these sorted, and then I'll get back into the other movies here. The only good thing about having my chair footrest brought over for the box to sit on is now I have, like, 2 tables over here for the movies to sit on. So I just have a lot more room, which is cool. So, like, this is just all over the place for some reason. This is Betty Boop, 23 classic cartoons. Now, honestly, like, is this open? Yeah, this is still sealed. Wow, getting some sealed things this time around, which is unusual, because he seems to do what I do and buy a lot of things used, which I'm all about. But honestly, I might hold on to this one. Betty Boop is not a cartoon I've watched a lot of, so I think I'm going to hold on to it. It'll probably end up going going to Goodwill at some point, but I'll hold on to it for now, see if I get around to it. All right, so a movie here. This is Dust to Dust. Is that Willie? It is. Willie Nelson is in this. The war is over, but the hate won't die. All right, so this looks fun. Oh, it's another one from that Blue Laser Films. If you like movies, or if you like this movie, check out these other Blue Laser Films: Witch Hunter. It doesn't really seem to be related. Battle for Glory and Kiss the Girls Goodbye. Rated R. This one is in standard full frame, which it probably is. But honestly, it's interesting because it has Willie Nelson in it, but that's like the only thing that's kind of pulling me in. So I'm going to put this one in the trade pile for now. Oh my gosh. This is insanely dusty, but this is a Futurama Disc 1, Volume 7. That's so random. Like, why would you just buy a random, like, disc from a TV series? Whatever, I don't know. But this is the Family Video old cases, so that's cool. But yeah, oh yeah, there's the logo right there. But anyway, this one I will end up trading off because it's just a random disc in the pile. Another sealed one? Mountains of the Moon. Siskel and Ebert give it 2 thumbs up, and I have never even heard of it before. 2 strangers made friends by a savage land. 2 friends made enemies by the civilized world. In the 1850s, 2 British officers. Okay, so it's a period piece. The making of is included on this. It's 140 minutes from 1989, and it is in widescreen, directed by Bob Rafelson. Man, I can't even like figure out an actor in this that I recognize at all. So I don't know. This is another one where I will probably end up just giving this one or putting this one in the trade pile. But again, if you know any better, let me know. Oh, you know what? This is sealed, but it's a reseal. It looks like it was used and, from FYE is my guess. I think that's an old FYE sticker. But yeah, so let me know. I'm going to put that one in the trade pile for now, but you guys can always help me save it. Ooh, this is awesome. Ray Harryhausen, Jason and the Argonauts. Heck yes. This is really cool. Side A is widescreen, yes, and preserves the original 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio. Awesome. This is so cool. I am definitely holding on to this one. Heck yeah. I've actually not spent a ton of time with these. I've always seen like clips from those movies, but never a whole, like sat down and watched the whole movie from start to finish. So that's really cool. Ooh, and then we have A History of Violence. This is a Cronenberg film that I don't believe I have yet. So is this in the proper aspect ratio? And it is. Awesome. So, oh my gosh, what do I do with my phone? So here it is. All right, let me check this one. Make sure I don't own this one already. I don't. So this one will be going into the collection, A History of Violence. I don't have all of Cronenberg's films, but I have a lot of them, and I'm getting closer and closer all the time to having a complete Cronenberg collection, so that's cool. This next one has Burt Reynolds in it. This is Snapshots, a story of first loves and second chances. So, like, I love Burt Reynolds, but yeah, I don't know. Directed by Rudolph Vandenberg. So this one, I don't think I'm going to hold on to. It's a romance, which I like are fine, but I just don't watch them very often. So I'm going to put Snapshots in the trade pile. A couple more here at the top of the pile. We have The Hustle with Bobby Phillips and Robert Wagner, a film by Stuart Cooper. She Found Her Next Con. So is this like a remake of the original? For mature audiences, man, I don't know. I feel like this is probably a remake, but I don't see anything on here that tells me that it is or is not. Nor do I see anything that says what the aspect ratio is on this one. Honestly, I'll probably just end up getting rid of this one. I'll put this one in the trade pile. And then Purpose with Hal Holbrook and Mia Farrow. Get their trust, get their money, don't get caught. Reminds me of something like Boiler Room. Who is this directed by? Alan Lazar. So this one is, I can't tell. I thought that said it in that little box there, but it does not. So I don't know if this is widescreen or full screen. See if the disc tells me anything. And it does not. So Purpose. I don't know. It's not, it didn't immediately catch my attention, so I think I'm going to put that one in the trade pile. I've kept so many of these, it's just nuts. So that was everything like on top of the box. Let me just make sure we have like 2 layers in this box and not 3. Let me take a look. Okay, so it is 2 layers. So now it's set up just like the last box. So I guess we'll count all of this as one, and we'll go through the top layer here, and that'll be part 1. So we'll keep this a 2-parter as well. So Le Dernier Combat from the director of The Professional and the 5th Luc Besson film. This is interesting. I have never heard of this, and I can't even say the actual title very well. La Dernier Combat, The Last Battle. Okay, there it is in English. The Last Battle. So I have never heard of this one before, but I'm very intrigued because it's directed by Luc Besson. So yeah, this is filmed in black and white, almost entirely without dialogue. And it's in widescreen. Like, this is interesting. I'm going to hold on to this. Never heard of it, but that's interesting to me. So what year was this? Can I even tell? Well, the DVD was from 2001, so maybe the movie's from that time too. I don't know, but that's very interesting. Filmed in black and white with very little dialogue. And then we have Lethal Weapon. This one I do own, like the 4-pack on Blu-ray. Cool snapper case though. Love the shiny snapper cases. Hopefully I can get these sticker off of here as well for, whoever ends up. Well, that came off pretty easily, so that's a good sign. But anyway, that one is going in the trade pile. You know what? Let me grab, I just noticed this one in the back here. It's a family video case, so no actual case. Oh my God, seriously? Lord of the Rings, the animated one. So if you guys watched one of my recent videos, I just found these on The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, the animated ones. I just found them at Disc Replay after having searched for them for like months and months and months. And so this is awesome, but I do have this one. So that one will end up going into the donate pile because it's just the disc itself. So I'll toss that one over there, but still really cool nonetheless. And then we have Broken Flowers with Bill Murray. And I've heard really good things about this. It's a Jim Jarmusch film, but I don't think I have this one yet. And so I will keep this one. This one is in widescreen as well. So awesome. That one is going into the keep pile. In order of disappearance, this was actually a dollar store find for me recently. Well, maybe last year, a couple years ago now, I should say. So that one will go in the trade pile. Oh, Drop Dead Gorgeous is such an awesome movie. This is so funny. I actually went to go see this movie with my mom when it was in theaters. I don't think she realized like what it was, but yeah, this was just a really funny movie, but I don't believe I have this one. Let me just double check. I don't own this one already, and so I am very excited to add this one to the collection. I believe this one was relatively recently released on Blu-ray, and it does have the full screen and the widescreen, and it's another snapper case, so very cool. Love that. Gonna keep on going here. Oh, The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro. So I have always seen this movie around, but I've never actually watched it before. Man, and it's in full screen, so that's, oh yeah, right there, full screen collection. That's disappointing, so unfortunately The Hunted will go into the trade pile. I'm intrigued to check that one out at some point. Oh, this is so cool. Yes, and it's in widescreen. Wild Wild West. Yes, please. Will Smith and Kevin Kline. Now, if you weren't around for when this one released, which honestly, my audience, according to my numbers, skews a little bit older, so like my age or older. So I'm sure you will remember like the hype around this movie. I was of the age where I was like, going to McDonald's and getting like Happy Meals and things like that. And so, or maybe I wasn't, but my sister was. And so they would all have all these Wild Wild West toys, and I just thought they were the coolest things ever. And yeah, but this is still a movie for some reason. I've never seen it yet. And so this is just really cool. And it's funny, I was just watching a YouTube video or like a little clip where Will Smith talks about how he turned down the Matrix, Keanu Reeves' role in the Matrix, so Neo, to do this film. And it was, he was quite funny. Obviously, things worked out for both of them, but still it was hilarious. So I do not have Wild Wild West, and now I do. That makes me very excited. So awesome ad there. Ooh, Into Thin Air. This is actually a book that I have been wanting to read for a long time. Oh no, but it's in full screen. So that's disappointing. But yeah, this is about hikers who try to climb Mount Everest and it turns deadly. So I definitely want to read the book that this is based on, but because this is in full screen, which maybe this was a made-for-TV movie, I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to put this in the maybe pile just to make sure that it's not supposed to be in full screen, because that's an interesting one, and I really want to read that book. Oh, and then we have World War II in Combat America. Yeah, nothing that I am interested in. I will put that in the trade pile. Oh boy, dropping stuff. All right, I don't know how I dropped it, but here we are with The Dreamers, I believe this is called. And it looks like maybe like an erotic thriller of some sort. Ebert and Roper give this one 2 thumbs up. It's by Bertolucci, so Bernardo Bertolucci did this one, and it is in widescreen. Looks like it's in, I guess it's an English film as far as I can tell, but it also has Spanish and French in it as well. So I guess I don't know what the original country of origin was on this one, but it looks kind of interesting, kind of like something I might be interested in. It has Eva Green in it, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this one. This is one where I will definitely want to replace the case on here, but let me make sure I didn't mess up the disc at all when I dropped it. And no, we look good. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this one and see what it is all about. I will swap out the case for it though, so it's in like an actual regular DVD case as opposed to an old video store case. Oh, very cool. Bram Stoker's Dracula. I've actually been wanting to get this one on 4K recently, but I don't love the movie. And so if this, I have to look closer. If this one is in widescreen, I will hold on to this one rather than, spending the money on the 4K, but I need to get a closer look here. And it's in both widescreen and full screen. So I will hold on to this one, even though I might upgrade to the 4K at some point, just because the colors in this, like HDR would make it look amazing, I'm sure. And so I'll probably end up upgrading that. But in the meantime, maybe I'll give it a watch first on this DVD to make sure I actually want to, own it, because the first time I saw it, I didn't love it. And so we'll see if I maybe give it a second shot if I like it then. So next up is Deep Impact, which my wife loves this movie and we don't own it. So I will hold on to this one. This one is in widescreen. Yep, widescreen collection, and it's brand new. Like, that's awesome. So yeah, a couple sealed movies this time around, which is unexpected because I think everything else has been open. So that's awesome. And then Tremors 3. I do own a pack of Tremors movie that has, I think, the first 4 in them, 4 or 5, I can't remember. So this one will go into the trade pile. Ooh, Dominic Purcell in Abandoned. I remember this movie from Family Video, and it has the Family Video sticker on it. So in this epic tale based on a true story, set sail from New Zealand to Tonga on his outrigger with an experienced 3-man crew. 3 days into their journey, they encounter a fierce tropical storm. Okay, like that sounds awesome. So it doesn't look like it is supernatural in any way, but I'm still very interested in that. So yeah, I will hold on to Abandon with Dominic Purcell. That one looks like a lot of fun. Make sure it's in there, and it is. And then we have a Richard Burton film. Looks like a war movie, Raid on Rommel, an explosive World War II film, and I'm probably saying that wrong, and everyone's like, you idiot, because how do I not know how to say that word? But yeah, this looks kind of intriguing. Again, I'm not huge on, war movies, but and it's not that I say this every time, it's not that I don't like them, I just don't pick them off my shelf to watch them all the time for whatever reason, but I'll probably hold on to this one because this looks good. It's in 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio, so yeah, this one looks like it could be a lot of fun, directed by Henry Hathaway. So yeah, we will take a look at Raid on Ramel with Richard Burton in it, so that's cool. Oh, we have Waterworld, Kevin Costner's Waterworld, which this one I do own on 4K, so I will put this down. I will make note, the Waterworld SNES game, the Super Nintendo game for Waterworld, has one of the greatest soundtracks I've ever heard. I often listen to it when I am like reading because it's just like kind of chill, and it's so great. So check that out. It's on YouTube if you're interested. Then we have Helen of Troy, and I think I have this one. I think I picked this one up earlier in this haul, or in this series. I feel like it's sitting over here next to me. So I will, well, let me look, see if I can find it real quick. I must have been mixing it up with something else because I don't have it listed. So I'm going to hold on to Helen of Troy. This is a 2-disc one, and I feel like this might be a mini series, but yeah, 2 hours, 57 minutes. So I guess it could just be a movie. I don't know, but it feels like a mini series. So let me know if I don't already correct myself here. But yeah, it's in 1.78 to 1 aspect ratio. So I will hold on to Helen of Troy. It has John Rhys Davies in it, which is always fun. Oh, wow. Look at this cover. This is awesome. Clash of the Titans, the original Clash of the Titans. So another Ray Harryhausen movie. Oh my God, how cool. And it's in widescreen. I don't have this one. And boy, oh boy, do I hope I can get all of this off with no issue, because this snapper case is just fantastic. Very cool. I love that. Clash of the Titans is going in the keep pile. So my second Ray Harryhausen film this time around. And then we have Jennifer Jason Leigh and Jason Patric in Rush. Why does this like, it's one of those titles or covers that like looks familiar, but I think it might just be because it looks like something else. This one is directed by Lili Feeney Zanuck from 1991, and it is in 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio. So what happens when two cops stop loving their job and start living it? I don't know. I need to find out though. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to this. Looks interesting. So yeah, but as the relationship intensifies and the drug use turns to abuse, the line between the good guys and the bad guys becomes blurry. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. I'm going to hold on to Rush from, what did I say, 1991. That looks cool. Found another thin case here. This one is Conspiracy Files. Princess Diana, a plot at the palace. That is interesting, but I actually just listened to a podcast about this and how basically all these conspiracy theories are just that, kind of wacko conspiracy theories. But anyway, next up here is, so that's one I'm putting in the donate pile. But this one is Dermot Mulroney in The Rambler, another one I recognize from Family Video, directed by Calvin Lee Reeder. Oh man, I don't really know what this is about though. So he's from Zodiac, which is one of my favorites, and The Grey. But I don't know if it's Fincher's Zodiac, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't recognize his face from that movie, I guess. But he's in The Grey, which I watched recently. That movie's awesome with Liam Neeson. So yeah, he was just released from prison, kicked out of his trailer home, and gone on a cross-country journey to his long-lost brother's pony ranch. But he'll encounter a depraved American underbelly of dusty towns, bizarre strangers, sudden violence, and a device that can record dreams into VHS. What? Okay, so this actually sounds kind of interesting. I did not realize it was like fantastical at all. I thought it was more just like general crime, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to hold on to that, though. That sounds kind of interesting. So The Rambler will end up going into the collection. Looks kind of cool. And then we have, Vanilla Sky, and this is one that I do own already on DVD, so this widescreen version of it will go into the trade pile. Another one that is brand new, stickers on it and everything, so that's kind of cool. And then we have Brotherhood of the Wolf. This is another one that is familiar to me, but I know I haven't seen it before. Directed by Christoph Gans. This one is in widescreen. Man, how do I know this movie? You know, I don't know, but I'm going to hold on to it. Looks kind of cool. Looks like it might be, you know, just a good, fun action flick. So I'm going to put that in the keep pile. Oh my, this is interesting. This is, what? Roddy Piper is in this. Sci-Fighters. Lethal threats need lethal response. Roddy Piper gets rowdy with an alien invader. What year is this from? Well, I don't know, but the DVD was released in 2003. Oh my gosh, I have to keep this. This is in full screen, but honestly, like, is there another DVD release of this? I don't think so. And it has Rowdy Roddy Piper, so I'm not even going to look this up. I'm keeping that one, regardless of if it's the correct aspect ratio or not. Another snapper case here. Oh, this is Ricochet with Denzel and John Lithgow and Ice-T. He's a cop accused of murder, and the only man who knows he's innocent is the killer who framed him. So I will definitely hold on to this one, and it is in widescreen if I don't own it. So let me just take a look real quick. And I don't own this one. I thought maybe it might have been on one of my Denzel collections, but it is not. So I will definitely hold on to Ricochet in a really cool snapper case. Is this Vertical Limit? It is. Very good. Vertical Limit, another, what am I trying to say? Mountain climbing movie. But I do own this one on DVD. I found that one relatively recently, so that'll go into the trade pile. Oh, looks like we have, yep, another thin case here. Cold Sweat and Arch of Triumph. I don't know either of these. Anthony Hopkins is in Arch of Triumph, so that's kind of interesting. And then Charles Bronson in Cold Sweat, directed by Terrence Young. A brutal drug trader takes his violent revenge after his wife is captured by a drug boss. So it almost sounds like the other Charles Bronson movie that is super famous that I'm forgetting the name of right now. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to put that one in the donate pile. Lots of thin cases that I missed. So this next one here is Kiss Daddy Goodnight. Oh my goodness. Uma Thurman and Steve Buscemi. Oh man, but the picture quality just looks terrible. Even the screenshot. So I will put Kiss Daddy Goodnight in the trade pile. Another snapper. This is The Rat Pack. They never let business get in the way of having fun. Don Cheadle, Ray Liotta, and Joe Mantegna. Like, I know him. I guess I've never said his name out loud before. So there's that. But this one is, what is this one? Well, I don't know if it's in widescreen or full screen, I guess. But it looks like it's just like a biopic of the Rat Pack. It's 2 hours long. That's interesting. And let's see. Does it say standard on here anywhere? No, it doesn't. So I don't know much about the Rat Pack, to be honest with you. Like, you know, I appreciate them for what they are, their music and everything, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the trade pile. Let me know if I should keep it, if you've seen it before. And then we have Lorenzo Lamas in CIA, codename Alexa. Loyalty comes at a price. Oh man, this looks kind of interesting, but it is in full screen, and it's one of those that, like, it has O.J. Simpson in it. So I was just going to say it doesn't have Rowdy Piper in it, so do I really need it? But it does have O.J. Simpson, which is just kind of like, I don't know, a novelty at this point, but I don't know. I think I'm going to put this one in the trade pile as well. You know what? I'm going to put that in maybe. It's in full screen. I want to know if that's the OAR or not. So I'll put it in maybe and go from there. All right, so that's one row down. Let's jump into the second row here. We have, Amistad. So this is a Steven Spielberg movie that I do not own yet. So definitely holding on to this in widescreen. Heck yeah. Anthony Hopkins, Morgan Freeman, and Matthew McConaughey. Very good. So yeah, definitely holding on to Amistad. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. But either way, it's going in the collection. Next up is Kiss Before Dialing. Erotic and stylish, also in widescreen. Is that Matt? It is Matt Dillon and Max von Sydow? Are you kidding me? That is fascinating. Directed by James Dearden. Troubled by the death of her twin sister, Ellen unwittingly falls in love with an ambitious young man who is played by Matt Dillon. As she investigates Dorothy's death, a chance encounter reveals how little Ellen really knows about her husband, and what she doesn't know may kill her in this heart-stopping suspense thriller based on Ira Levin's best-selling novel, Ira Levin from Rosemary's Baby fame. Okay, this is intriguing, has interesting names. The fact that Max von Sydow is in this is just fascinating to me. So this one will go into the collection because that just is too intriguing not to. Oh, another cardboard one here. This is, what do we have? A Walk in the Sun and Go for Broke with Yankee Doodle Dandy. Put that in the donate pile. Oh man, there's a ton of small ones here. We have, dropping things again. We have Abbott and Costello, Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh goodness, actually, you know what? I'm probably going to put that one on a binder because it's Abbott and Costello, and I don't really have much of theirs, so that one will be bindered. More Betty Boop stuff here, but I will donate that one. And then Power, Passion, and Murder with Michelle Pfeiffer. We have The Bodyguard with Sonny Shiba. Don't need that one. Rescue from Gilligan's Island. Is that like the last episode of the series? And then Rites of Passage with Dean Stockwell, John Barr, and James Remar. And then At War with the Army. Oh, it's a Dean Martin movie. Ooh, that's kind of intriguing, but I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to binder it. So yeah, then we're back to the start here. So yeah, that out of these 6, I'm going to binder 2 of them, I guess, and we'll just put the rest in our donate pile and keep on trucking. Then we have Edward Norton and Rachel Evan Wood with Dave Morrissey and Down in the Valley. Looks like it might be like a, oh my gosh, is that? No, okay. I thought I saw Kane Hodder on the back, but I did not. That's I think that has to be David Morse. But anyway, this is directed by David Jacobson. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to hold on to this one. Edward Norton's excellent, but I don't know, nothing about this is pulling me in, as you can see there. So put that one in the donate pile. And then we have The Predator 2 with Danny Glover. I love this movie. Like, it gets so much hate all the time, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's notably different than the original, but still just so much fun. But I do own that on 4K, the whole collection, so I will put that in the trade pile. Then we have Nicole Kidman and Anne Hesh, Lauren Bacall, and Danny Houston in Birth. Interesting. One of Nicole Kidman's bravest performances, directed by Jonathan Glazer. A widow for 10 years, Anna is looking forward to getting remarried when a mysterious boy appears claiming to be her late husband, reincarnated. What? The boy can recite details of her life. Oh my goodness, this is interesting. I feel like I've read or listened to a podcast or something that kind of had a similar story to this. I don't know. It sounds intriguing, but I'm putting it in the trade pile, and let me know if I should pull that out. Next up, we have The Assignment with Ben Kingsley and Donald Sutherland. It's a gripping thriller, intelligent and gripping. The world's deadliest terrorist and a devoted family man, 2 men with nothing in common except the mirror's reflection. Oh, interesting. Okay, directed by Christian Dougie. There's widescreen and full screen on here. Oh my gosh, I don't know. So many of these, like, do I or don't I? And I just don't see myself watching it, so I'm going to put that in the trade pile. If it doesn't grab me immediately, I need to just start moving it to the trade pile, I guess. Oh, another one here with a whole stack of movies. Dangerous Assignment, Ramar of the Jungle, Long John Silver, and The Adventures of Robin Hood. That one goes in the donate pile. And another cardboard one here. Paul Bunyan, Daniel Boone, Trailblazer, and Sergeant Preston of the Yukon. That pile is getting giant this time around. Road to Perdition. This one is in full screen. A little Max Allan Collins action here, which I talk about all the time on the channel because I love him as a writer, but I do own that already. So that'll be traded away. Kiss the Sky. In Search of Paradise, they made one mistake. They brought themselves. Okay. So that's interesting. Roger Young. This is in standard format, so I will put this one in the trade pile. Doesn't look terrible, but I don't know. Like, didn't catch me enough, I guess. And it's in full screen, so we'll just move it to the trade pile. And then we have Future War with Daniel Bernhardt. So, now this looks fun. This, I'm going to guess, is probably in full screen, and it is. So this one I'll put in the maybe pile, see if I can find anything else about it. But yeah, it looks like, you know, sci-fi and cyborgs, I'm in. So we'll take a look at that one and see if I can move things over here. There's only a few in my maybe pile so far, so that's a good thing, because last time it was big. Oh, then we have The Road Warrior. This is a really fun one, but I do own this one already. I watched it on Blu-ray. I don't love it, but I think it's okay. But I liked it enough that I picked it up on 4K from Kino Lorber. But I've not yet watched the 4K release of it, so that's actually something I have on my goals for 2022. And then we have A True Story of a JFK Mistress with Power and Beauty, in love with the president, in bed with the mob. Okay. Based on true events, directed by Susan Seidelman. It is in full screen. I don't know. Looks interesting, but I think I'm going to end up putting that one in the trade pile as well. And then we have Tom Berenger in Sniper. I do have this in a multi-pack, so I will put this one in the trade pile. Oh my gosh, I just picked this movie up yesterday in my hand at Disc Replay because they were having a sale on DVDs, and I ended up putting it down, so I'm very glad I did. This is Arrival and Arrival 2, which I don't own either of these, and so I will put this one in the keep pile. It was just serendipitous that I happened to pick it up yesterday and put it back down, so thank goodness I did. And then we have Hard Luck with Wesley Snipes and Sybil Shepherd. We'll take a look there. This one looks kind of intriguing. New Jack City's Wesley Snipes and Mario Van Peebles is in this as well. And that's who's directing this one. Oh wait, I guess Mario Van Peebles is the director on this one. Yeah, this is kind of intriguing. I'm interested in seeing what this is actually all about. So I'm going to hold on to this one. Looks kind of cool. Hard Luck. I don't know much about it, but if you do, let me know down below, because I always appreciate that. And we have Blade Trinity. I do own the Blade movies on either DVD or Blu-ray. I guess I don't remember. I think it's actually a DVD, so I will. And the original I do own on 4K, so I don't need that one. Jaws I do own on 4K as well. One of my favorites. Just an amazing movie. It's what's there, not to love about Jaws. It's wonderful. Another snapper case. Oh, speaking of Boiler Room, we have Boiler Room. This is such a good movie. I remember being introduced to this movie in undergrad, and I was just kind of like riveted by this entire thing. And so I love this one, but I do own the Blu-ray of Boiler Room, so I will put that one aside. Looks like this might be an Amityville movie. This is Amityville 2, The Possession. Another one that I own on Blu-ray thanks to Scream Factory. So awesome. Going through these a little quickly now, which is a good thing. See what else we have here. What? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Star Wars, Ewok Adventures, Caravan of Courage, and the Battle for Endor. Oh my god, how cool. Please be in there. I think it is. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I am so excited about this. This is so cool. So I don't know if these are like 2 episodes of a TV series or what. Oh no, I guess it's 2 full-length movies. It's 190 minutes, 1984 and 1985. So I've never seen any of any of these types of films. Like I really want to see like the Christmas Star Wars Christmas special. I want to see that, even though I know it's terrible, or I hear it's terrible. But yeah, this is the find of the day so far. How awesome! And it's a little dirty, but that'll clean up when I go through. So at the end of this, I always go through with like bleach wipes and clean everything down, and then dry them again so everything's clean because they're so dusty and dirty. But anyway, Kiss Daddy Goodnight, another one that is in the thin case, which I already talked about earlier. So that's just a second copy of that. Oh, very cool. Dragonheart with Dennis Quaid, and it's in widescreen. I don't think I own this one already, so let me just double check real quick on that though. I do not, so this is cool. You can see it does have like a mark here, so it may have been like a review copy or something that the video store got as a free preview or whatever, but either way, I'm keeping that. Dragonheart is in the collection now, which is really fun. And then we have Steven Seagal in Submerged. All right, Terror has been launched undersea. So I actually don't know that I've ever heard of this Steven Seagal movie before, and I don't have it. I know that. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to this one and see what it's all about. Obviously, Steven Seagal, not the greatest person, but his action movies, from what I've heard, are a lot of fun. So I will hold on to Submerged. I've still yet to see a Steven Seagal film, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, but it is what it is. Next up, we have Fascination. So another erotic thriller looking film directed by Klaus Menzel from 2005. Man, I don't know. Against a deceptively tranquil backdrop of tropical breezes and secluded beaches, a sultry tale of obsession and seduction unfolds in this riveting erotic thriller. So I was right about that, which doesn't take a rocket scientist given what you're looking at here. So I don't know. Is this one I hold on to? I don't know. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and see what the reviews are for Fascination, because I like erotic thrillers, but like there's so many in here that look kind of generic. I don't know what to keep and what not to, so I'll put that one in the maybe pile and see what I can find out with the reviews. Then we have King Kong, the remake, I guess, the whatever reboot remake, Peter Jackson. But I do have this one on Blu-ray, so I will put that one aside. And then, yes, the last one of the second pile here, the second stack, is Final Destination 3, which I do own this whole series on Blu-ray, and I love them. This is not my least favorite. I think number 4 is my least favorite, but this is probably my second least favorite. The number 2 is the best, obviously. But yeah, so I'll put that one in the trade pile. So now let me fix things up here and then move on to the third part of this stack. All right, so the next one here is Chronicle. I love this movie. This is like a found footage sci-fi movie when these characters get like all these powers, and it is just interesting the way it's filmed. I love found footage, and I think this one is super underrated because I do not hear people talk about this nearly enough. So Chronicle, I will be able to trade because I do own that one on Blu-ray, but awesome movie if you've not seen it before. And then we have another World War II related one. I guess this is just a collector's series. One of our aircraft is missing, Spitfire, and we dive at dawn. So I don't even know if this is like real stories or what, but I will be trading that one away as well. Oh, very good. American Pie presents The Naked Mile. So I have been eyeing these at Disc Replay because I would like to get all of the sequels, like the spin-off sequels, I guess, is what we would consider these. But they always are missing one. I don't remember which one they're missing, but I'm going to hold on to this one. At some point, I will likely just buy, like, you can get the whole series on DVD for like $20. And I do already have the first 4 on Blu-ray. But if I can get like all the extras, whatever, there's like 4 or 5 of these like spin-off ones. If I can get those for $20, then I will hold on to it. But you know what? This is super light. I would bet you that there's nothing in here, which is super disappointing. I can't get it open though. There we go. Come on. Oh, jeez. That is very disappointing. So unfortunately, that'll just be a really good case because it's actually in great shape. So toss that one aside. All right. So next up, oh, this is kind of interesting. Lady Frankenstein. And I love that cover. This is from Alpha Video from 1972. Yeah, this is, let's see, who is this directed by? Mel Wells. So I don't know who that is, but I love the cover on that. And the screenshots are great. And so I don't know, like they're really bad quality, but they just look like a lot of fun. I don't know, this looks like interesting. So I'm holding on to this one. Another one that like, it's in full screen, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to put that in the keep pile because I feel like it's probably okay from 1972. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that one. That's going in the keep pile instead of the maybe pile. Here's another Family Video one. Oh, Total Recall. This is the remake of Total Recall, which I do own already. So that'll go into the donate pile, which is bigger today than it's ever been. Typically, I don't separate out donate and trade, but in this instance, I'm doing it because of all of these. The Giant Gila Monster and Creature from the Haunted Sea. Another cardboard one that I will put into the donate pile. And then we have, Reindeer Games. You know what? I don't know if I own this or not, with Ben Affleck. And this one is in widescreen, so I need to check on this one and see if I own it or not. I don't own this one, so I will definitely put this one in the keep pile. This one looks like a lot of fun. I've always heard really like good things about this action film, and so maybe I'll like it when I get around to it. Ooh, this is Rites of Spring, another one that is super familiar to me thanks to my time at Family Video. And I feel like I picked this one up, but it might be one where I lost the cover art for it, so let me see if it's in my collection app, because if it's in my app, that means that I have the actual cover art and everything for it, and I do. No, I don't. This is Rites of Spring. Yes, I do. Okay. I do own this one already. I was mixing it up. I saw Rites of Passage, and I was mixing it up with this, but then Rites of Spring was right beneath it. So Rites of Passage will go into the donate pile, or the trade pile, rather. And then we have the Best of Ancient Aliens, Greatest Mysteries, and as silly as it is, there's 8 episodes on here. This is one where, like, you don't have to watch the full series to get, like, you know, to appreciate each individual episode. So as silly as it is, I'm going to hold on to this because these are just fun. Like, I don't necessarily believe the craziness that goes on in those episodes, but they're fun to watch. I think anything alien is just interesting to me. So next up, we have Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. And I want to say do I have this one? Another one, I need to just look because I don't remember if I have this one or not. I know that I have seen this before and it's actually surprisingly good. No, I have Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies, the asylum mockbuster of this movie. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to this. And actually, you know what? I was mixing this. I did see Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. I have not seen Vampire Hunter yet. So I need to correct that. And I'm really surprised. I thought I owned this one on Blu-ray 3D. So I wonder if I ended up selling it. That's disappointing. But anyway, I'll put this in the keep pile for now. And if turns out I do have it, then I will just end up trading it away. But in the meantime, we'll move on to the next one here. This is called Smilla's Sense of Snow, another Roger and Ebert 2 thumbs up film. An uncommonly intelligent adult thriller directed by Billy August. Based on the best-selling novel. Okay, so there's like a few things that are attracting me to this one here. You get this snow setting, which I love. Reminds me of Fargo. And then it's a thriller, and it is based on a novel from 1997. Man, I don't know. 2 thumbs up by Siskel and Ebert. Have you guys seen this one? I'm going to put it in the donate pile or the trade pile for now. Let me know if you've seen it, and if you haven't, it's any good, I'll pull it back out. But for now, it's going to go in the trade pile. And then we have Johnny English Reborn with the comedic genius that is Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean himself. But this is a fake cover art that you print out. So because of that, I'll just put that in the trade pile, I guess. Oh, and then we have a Sherlock Holmes collection 2-pack here. So TV favorites, which typically I get rid of these, but this one is kind of intriguing because it's Sherlock Holmes, and I didn't even know there was like a TV series based on this, I guess. But it looks like there's maybe 10 episodes. Do I keep this one or do I not? Let me see if I can. No, Nothing different on the inside cases at all. So I don't know. Are these, like, how long are these episodes? I'm going to put this in the maybe pile, see what I can find out about it, which typically I would say no, but it's just looks kind of interesting. So I'm going to put that in the maybe and see if I can find out more. All right, so next up we have Christopher Lambert in The Sicilian. Before The Godfather, there was The Sicilian. What? Oh, this is in full screen, so that's disappointing. Formatted from its original version. Okay, so I've never even heard of this before, but it's kind of interesting. Directed by Michael Cimino, however you say that. So that's very intriguing, but because it's in full screen, I will go ahead and put that in the trade pile, which is getting very big right now. I guess I'm gonna have to use my other table here so I don't drop anything. And then we have Innocence, Remember to Love, Surrender to Love, and Vowed to Never Forget. Looks like it might be an Australian film, which I know nothing about. Directed by Paul Cox. Rated R. It's in widescreen. It's a timeless and charming romance. I'm going to put this one in the trade pile. Maybe it's wrong of me, but it's going to go in the trade pile. And then next up we have, Battlestar Galactica, Blood and Chrome. I think this was like a TV movie based on the show, or it's maybe like a combination of, it might be the pilot episode of it or something like that. So I'm going to end up giving this one, or putting that one in the trade pile because I've not seen any of that show. And then we have The Code. But you know what? Doesn't matter because it is empty. So that one is another one that I will toss on the floor down there and just use as an empty case. Derailed with Exhibit and RZA. Okay, Vincent Cancel, Jennifer Aniston, and Clive Owen. This is really cool. I do remember this movie. I've never seen it before, but I remember seeing like trailers for it when I was younger. And so this one, 2005. So yeah, this looks kind of interesting. I'm definitely holding on to this. Jennifer Aniston is in it, so that's a win right there alone. So hold on to that. That's definitely in there. Don't have to open that one up. All right, just a few more here. We have, the Brad Pitt film. This is cool. This is Babel. Another one that I have picked up multiple times when I was at Disc Replay and considered buying it, but never did. And so I will definitely hold on to Babel. This one just looks like a lot of fun. I guess not a lot of fun. I think this is like a drama, but it looks good, I will say. So let me fix this stack a little bit here. All right, so keep on moving here. We have Sylvia with Gwyneth Paltrow and Daniel Craig. Paltrow is sexy and willful, boiling over with literary and erotic hunger. Okay, that's interesting. A magnetic tour de force. The true story of love and tragic passion. Directed by Christine Jeffs. Man, I don't know. I've not heard of this one before. I do like Gwyneth Paltrow, and it's based on the powerfully passionate true story of legendary American author and poet, Sylvia Plath. Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Do I keep it or do I not? Man, I don't know if I do or not. What do I do, guys? I'm going to put it in the trade pile. Save it if you think I should keep it, but I'm just going to put it there for now. Oh my God, this is an awesome release of Terminator 2. Wow, this is really cool. I just love this slipcover. T2 Extreme. Can you even read it there? No, you can't. Extreme DVD. Like, this is just an awesome release. I do own this on Blu-ray already, and it's coming out on 4K, and I will probably upgrade because I really like this one. I've never seen an Extreme DVD before, though. Like, it feels kind of heavy. Looks like it's a 2-disc set. Man, this one might be, like, rare? I don't know. You guys probably know because you always point out like the OOP DVDs and everything. And so, this one is just an interesting release, but I do own this, so I will put that in the trade pile. But an awesome release, if nothing else. And then we have, Sirens. It's a very, you can see the cover. It's a very tantalizing cover. Australia in the 1930s. Never would have guessed that from the cover on this at all. Like the model, she is beguiled by a striking man who lives in the bush nearby. Oh my gosh, like what is this? A romantic comedy directed by John Duggan or Duigan. I don't know how you say that, but I don't know if this is in widescreen or full screen, and it has a fake case with it. I don't know. You guys, I'm relying on you a lot in this video because I'm going to put that in the trade pile as well. So please hook me up down below. Let me know what I should be keeping, what is good that I'm getting rid of. And then we have Seabiscuit. It looks like this is actually a documentary about Seabiscuit, which I like documentaries, but this one's super short at 51 minutes, so I will trade that one away. Okay, a few more thin cases here. Death Merchants and the Deadly Recruits. And then we have Catholics and Absolution. And finally, The Battle of the Eagles and Eagles Attack at Dawn. Take a look at some of the backs of these here. I don't know. Nothing on that one. Yeah, trading those away. Nothing that I need to keep into a binder. That's about to fall over too. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh, Mars Attacks. Very cool. I think I just picked this up either I bought it recently or I was in one of these other stacks here, but I can't remember now. But I'm like 99% sure this is in widescreen, which is cool. I actually just found a couple books that are based on this series. Actually, the books may have come out before the movie came out, if I'm not mistaken, but I found them at Second and Charles, and they still had like trading cards in them, which was just really cool. So that one I will put in the trade pile because I do own that one already, thanks to the other movies here. Fahrenheit 9/11. I do own this already, and Michael Moore is as divisive as it gets, but I am a Michael Moore fan. He is really the reason I started watching documentaries, thanks to Bowling for Columbine, which just hit me in a way that I will never forget. So definitely would keep that, but I'm fairly certain, you know what? Do I own that? Let me just double check, make sure I own that one before I put it aside. I'm so glad I looked because I don't own this already. So I will hold on to Fahrenheit 9/11. Anything Michael Moore, I'm happy to have in the collection, which I know if you disagree with that, that's totally fine. It's just the way, I feel about it. And then we have Sin City, which I do own on Blu-ray already. I want to say maybe Blu-ray 3D. I don't know, but I own this one. So that one will go into the trade pile as well. Oh, that's disappointing. The last two are thin cases. I didn't realize. So we have Catherine and Gorillas, which, okay. So this, of course, is, from the Heart of Darkness, Gorillas, and then Sissy Spacek and Henry Winkler. Oh my God, that is Henry Winkler. What? I don't have any idea what this is. Riveting drama inspired by true events. So what happened here? Inspired by true events, Catherine documents the conversation in flashback style of a sensitive 60s activist to radical extremist. Oh, of the conversion of a sensitive 60s activist. Okay. Is this Patty? No, it can't be. It's Catherine. So, played with great sensitivity, blah, blah, blah. This is so interesting. She's ably supported in this drama by legendary actors Art Carney and Jane Wyatt as her parents and Henry Winkler as a fellow activist and supportive boyfriend. I don't know, that's very interesting, but I am not going to hold on to that one because it's in one of these thin cases, and I don't think it needs to go in the binders either. So those two are the last two, unfortunately, and they're going to go into the donate pile specifically. So I have like 3 or 4 that I need to check out in the maybe pile. So let me take a look at those and see what is going to be the results with those. Okay, so some pretty decent results here. Looking at Fascination, has very middling reviews, and nothing about it really seemed to be like anything more than just a generic erotic thriller, so I'm going to put that one in the trade pile. And then Sherlock Holmes collection, this might be interesting, but these are just random, 10 random episodes of so they're all 30 minutes each in the middle of the series here. So I'm just going to put that in the trade pile as well. But I am keeping 3 because the results were good on their original aspect ratio. Into Thin Air, Death on Everest, the 1.33 to 1 is the original aspect ratio. And the same with CIA Codename Alexa. So that's the one with O.J. Simpson and Lorenzo Lamas. So that just is going into the keep pile as well. And then finally, Future War. There's nothing listed, but given what we're dealing with here, I'm guessing the full screen is the correct aspect ratio. So those 3 will go into the keep pile. And yeah, so that's everything for the first part of box 11. All right, guys, so that is it for box number 11, part 1, and oh my goodness, there was just so much stuff packed into the top half of this box, and the second half should be probably less, just because there's not like the whole top layer of things. There are some things shoved onto the side, though, so hopefully there'll be some good ones in there, and less of these like cardboard and thin case ones. Those ones just don't interest me as much, and so we'll see. There's just a really good pile of keep over here that you can see on the frame, but yeah, let me know down in the comments below if there's anything I should keep that I'm getting rid of, because you guys are awesome at helping me save some movies. So please let me know down in those comments below. If there's anything I'm keeping that you think is a waste of time, I would like to know that as well. Last time I think I ended up saving like 4 movies I think I talked about already. So you guys definitely make a difference. I don't keep everything that is, suggested, but if there's one that I was kind of on the fence about and someone pushes me in one direction, I'll probably end up keeping it. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. below. That really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga, collectibles. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.